Well, my answer is I have no chronological information to offer you. I do think it's interesting that peace is being talked about in the Middle East in a brand new way. Currently, peace between Arab countries and Palestine Jews in Jerusalem and Israel. That is interesting. That's the sort of thing one would expect the Antichrist to be involved in. So I can tell you this for sure. When the Antichrist, a single Antichrist, according to 1 John 2:18, a single final bad guy that all the early church fathers believed in and the Bible certainly teaches, when he does finally come on the scene, and I have no idea whether he's even alive yet, then there's time to worry about Israel. What happens with the Antichrist is he makes a covenant for one period of 7 years. That's the last heptad or period of 7 years of the 490 years that are allotted in Daniel chapter 9. In that last period of 7 years, which is close up to the second coming, the Antichrist is going to invite Israel. And the Antichrist, I think, would come from a Middle Eastern country, possibly from the area of Iran, from Syria, ancient Assyria, not from Rome. I think not from Europe. That's nothing to do with it. But that Antichrist will invite Israel into a peace treaty. And for the first 3.5 years of that peace treaty, all will appear to be right. They'll say peace, and it all seems rather successful. However, in that halfway point, after 3.5 years, 42 months, 1260 days, that seemingly sheep-like anti-Christian figure will turn on Israel, and there is going to be a massive attack on Israel. You'll find that in Zechariah 13 and 14. Chapter 13 and chapter 14 speaks there about 2/3 of Israel being killed. That's an awful destruction. And later on, about 1/3 of the city going into exile. So yes, the concept of an invasion of Israel is absolutely on the books and at the hands of a seemingly good but fake person, the Antichrist, the man of sin, as Paul called him in 2 Thessalonians 2. Those 12 verses in 2 Thessalonians 2 you should have a look at. He's also known as the Beast. The Beast is a cartoon way of describing a horrible human being who is not really human. He's bestial, and so the Beast is the way to describe him. The Beast is a who. It should be a witch, really, grammatically, but often in the book of Revelation, he's a who, a person, a final political leader, and his sidekick, his helper, his PR man is called the FP, the false prophet, and he's going to do the miracles even, which will, of course, induce a lot of people to believe that he's for real or genuine. That's the best I can do on that. Let me hear from you if you have something better than that.